Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope your Christmas vacations were very nice. Today we will resume chapter number 10. We were doing chapter 10, machines we use. We have already learned about work, force and energy. Yes, we have learned about 4 types of forces: gravitational, magnetic, muscular and friction. We have also learned about energy, types of energy: heat, light, sound and electrical energy. And we have started about machines. In that we have started simple machines. We know that there are 6 types of basic simple machines. Yes, lever, pulley, wedge, screw, inclined plane and wheel and axle. These are the 6 basic simple machines which we use in our day-to-day life. So we have also learned about lever, class 1 lever, class 2 lever and class 3 lever. Today we will learn about the pulley and wheel and axle. Now what is a pulley? Have you ever seen a lady or some people, especially in the villages, pulling water from a well, drawing water from a well? How do they do it? Do they put the bucket directly in the water and then lift it up? No. You must have seen that they actually tie a rope through a grooved ring. Okay, and then with that, on one end they tie the bucket and the other hand is in their hand, and then they put the bucket and then they stretch the rope. And what happened when they stretch the rope? The bucket comes up easily. Yes, so that rope and that grooved ring rod basically is called as pulley. That is a simple type of pulley which is used to draw water from the well. Okay, now there are other types of pulleys. They are movable, like the ones which are used in cranes. Have you seen cranes? There are big cranes. Wait, I'll show you the images. See, here you can see the single fixed pulley which is used in the well, okay, to draw water from the well. So basically pulley, this part is called as pulley. Okay, this is basically the grooved wheel around which a rope, a chain or a belt is passing. Okay, so this single fixed pulley consists of a wheel. This is a wheel with a groove. Okay, groove is basically what? It's a cut or it's a depression, means it's like a cut in the hard material. Okay, so and the rope is passing through this groove. So this pulley can be fixed or movable like in case of cranes. And a single fixed pulley, which is shown over here, it does not increase or decrease force. Okay, it only changes the direction of the force. The force is applied is same, but the direction of the force is changed. Okay, and it makes our work very easy. It becomes easier to draw water from the well with the help of such type of pulley. Okay, and now here you can see in cranes there are movable pulleys. Here you can see this one here, and sometimes there are multi pulleys also in a gadget or in an object. Okay, now see what happens. It becomes difficult to pull a bucket of water from the well without using a pulley. Yes or no? Yes. So, and a pulley makes it very easier by changing the direction in which the force is applied. Now, movable pulleys are used in cranes to lift heavy loads. Whenever we have to lift heavy objects, we use movable pulleys. Okay. Now, there are several pulleys which can be used together to increase the amount of force so that the things can be lifted up easily. Okay. Now, the next topic is wheel and axle. The best example of wheel and axle is your steering wheels. Okay. Now see, how do wheel and axle work and what are the examples of wheel and axle? Now can you see this? Yes. Now see these images. This is the axle part, the rod part, and this is the wheel. So alignment of a wheel with axle is basically called as wheel and axle, and this is again a type of simple machine which is used in so many things. Like here you can see in between these 2 tires, in the steering wheel, even in our screwdrivers, in the ferry wheel, in the these type of wheels which we travel, which we go in the fun ride for the fun rides. Okay, so Basically, wheel is one of the most important invention of human beings. Yes, when wheel was discovered, people started using bullock carts, horse carts, camel carts. Yes, then traveling became very easy because people used to travel from one place to another, transport things on their own with the help of animals, loading animals and all. But after the discovery of wheel, it became very easy to travel and transport things from one place to another. If there was no wheel, we could have been walking on our foot, moving on our foot. Yes, because if there was no wheel, no car, no buses, no trains, nothing could have been made. Nothing could have been invented. Yes or no? So we would have been walking on our foot only, like early humans. Okay, there have been no cars and buses. Okay, not even bullock carts, which earlier people used to use. So basically, wheel alone is not a machine. This is not the only machine. It is always along with a rod called as axle. Okay, it becomes a simple machine when it is attached to the rod called axle. So a wheel with a rod attached to it is known as wheel and axle arrangement. Okay, and a wheel with a rod attached is known as wheel and axle arrangement. This is understood now. It is used in all vehicles and many other machines. These wheel and axle, this alignment is not only used in all the vehicles but in many other machines. Okay, like egg beater. Egg beater is a type of example of wheel and axle. The door knobs, the steering wheel, these are all example of wheel and axle. Okay, now there are basically two ways in which a wheel and axle can work together to help to move things. Okay, the force is applied to the wheel. In first case, the force is applied to the wheel. Now for example, in this screwdriver. Okay, now what happens in a screwdriver? This is also an example of wheel and axle. How? See, I'll tell you. The handle is the wheel. Okay, where the force is applied and it turns the shaft or axle. This is the axle. Okay, so here the force is applied to the wheel. We actually apply the force here and then it turns the axle, which helps turn the screw. So the screwdriver is example of a wheel and axle in which the force is applied on the wheel, to the wheel. Okay, but now there is another example of wheel and axle where the force is applied to the axle. Okay, to the rods, like in ferry wheel. This is an example of force being applied to the axle. How? See what happens when the axle turns. This is turning, na? The force, the electrical force with which this is running with the help of generator. The force is applied on the axle, these rods. Can you see these rods? These are the example of axle. They are basically axle. They turn, and as the result, in the giant wheel, these cabins, okay, in the giant wheel, they turn. So this is basically the wheel. These are the axles. So when the force is applied on the axle, what is happening? The wheel is turning. So here the force is applied on the axle, to the axle. Understood? The wheel is much larger than the axle. Here can you see? See, here the wheel is not much large. Okay, but here the wheel is much larger than the axle and covers more distance. And here not only one, there are many axles together which is forming this alignment. Okay, and it covers more distance and area. A ceiling fan also works in the same way. Ceiling fan is also an example where the force is applied to the axle and then the wheel turns. The wings are example of wheel. The machine which is inside, that is example of wheel. So I hope you all have understood how does a pulley work and how do wheel and axle work. In the next class, I will explain you about the inclined plane, wedge, screw, etc.